Who do you have for the win? It could be any one of a number of drivers, and we're about to find out because we're underway. Loic Mounier leads us along the starting straight up to turn 1. Mounier has the lead, followed by Frelick and Wok now. Wok fends off Alessandro Maggio, who challenged there for 3rd. Jan Granqvist, championship leader, is in 5th position and fending off Matthew Williams as they go up through turns 3 and 4.
There is Schluter's front wing disappearing as him, Fischer, and is that Jeffrey Fournier all going side by side there through 3, 4 and 5. So just no room there for Mark Schluter. And when you don't qualify particularly high up, you become vulnerable to this sort of melee, don't you?
Here's Tyan lining up the Maciej Winek's HRT just in front of him. Down the back straight, you can see Stevens lining up. Oh, and very wide there goes Hygo Poom. Looks as if he was slightly caught off guard by the braking of the cars in front of him. Into the final corner they go, and out of the first lap, Tyan attempting to overtake Winek once again. Hygo Poom still challenging both of the THRs, and through into turn 1 goes Tom Stevens. Just about fends it off on the outside line, and here comes Jeffrey Fournier through to 13th. Jarl Tyan now making a move on Maciej Winek up into 10th position.
And Frelick takes the lead using DRS into turn 12.
Here's Frelick's move. It's relatively straightforward. He's got the DRS open. He's presumably using push to pass. He goes up the inside, and there is nothing that Loic Mounier can do about that.
But Jarl Tyan, he's had enough of being stuck at the back of this train. He is coming into the pits.
And I saw a car in the pits. Is it Maggio? Alessandro Maggio is in the pits from 4th position in the race.
So maybe Loic Mounier genuinely struggling because he's immediately come into the pits.
To be honest though, Frelick's got the pace still. He's actually pulling away from Tomasz Wok, who is under pressure from Jan Granqvist. Granqvist is going to go to the outside line. Wok covered the inside, but there's not really much difference between the two. Jan Granqvist has managed to get through, and into the pits comes Tomasz Wok as expected. Granqvist stays out, as do Williams and Carlos Martin behind Ed.
And Frelick's come in as well, crucially from the lead.
Maggio has passed Mounier. He could potentially be in a podium position here, but yes, Maggio is ahead of Loic Mounier as it is. Shimon Frelick
and he's ahead of Frelick. Granqvist and Williams are in from the lead, so it looks like Martin is pitting too.
And Maggio has gone through, so Maggio, and he's gained a couple of seconds.
And there's
as
the
well.
THRs. Where is Granqvist? He's behind Stevens then. No, Tyan's for as well.
Yeah, Tyan's just got him, so not great from Jan Granqvist there. A big undercut from the THRs. This is Laho we're watching. He's behind Lalu. Lalu himself is going for an overtake. And into turn 1 they go. Whoa! And Laho comes in like an absolute missile and takes out Jakob-Pekka Lalu.
Yeah, you know the expression, your eyes are bigger than your stomach, where you want to eat a lot of food and then suddenly it becomes too much. Well, I think his eyes were bigger than his brake pedal there.
As Jeffrey Fournier picks off Winek for 10th place there, getting up into that position.
Oh no, his Maggio just been disconnected. Oh, that is cruel.
Unfortunately, we have lost Alessandro Maggio from this race. That looks to be a straight disconnection from the lead.
Laho was just struggling to keep the points scorers in sight. Here he is into turn 1, and does he just having a big snap around, and I think he decides he's just had enough. Was he somebody pitting? I think that was a lapped car coming. No, it's Jarl Tyan, sorry. Will Granqvist dive for the pits in reaction? No, Stevens will, of course, on the mediums himself. So he had to do that to keep Jarl Tyan behind. So here we go, DRS down the back straight into turn 12, and are both THRs going to pick off the Epic Racing car of Dan Brewer. Well, they're certainly going to try to, as Tyan nearly loses it, and round goes Stevens! Oh no! Stevens and Brewer come together.
He might have been about to have a big... Oh, he's gone into him again! Oh my goodness! Stevens runs right into the back of Daniel Brewer. What is going on between those two?
So István Singal going through turn 8. Behind, I think that's Vopke Hoekstra in front of him. Is it? Oh, big twitch there. And that's going to be difficult to rejoin because you sort of touch the grass as you do so, going back from the runoff area. And he's lucky not to hit the wall there.
Jarl Tyan now going for a move on Hygo Poom. Goes through.
Jarl Tyan lining up Milnek as they go towards... Oh, it's going to be through turn 11. But DRS just flapping open just enough space there. Left by the HRT, but Jarl Tyan not going to be intimidated. Up the inside he goes as we see Poom being picked off by Panzer in the background as well. As race leader Frelick comes in for his pit stop.
And we're watching Jan Grankvist challenging Mounier for the race lead. He goes to the outside. He's got 2 corners left in the lap. Now, is Mounier going to dive into the pits? He does, as he comes out of the pit lane now. And that is Frelick going through. So Frelick will actually gain a good few seconds on him there.
And Stevens, his miserable day, being compounded by a bit of rain and very, very comfortable overtake quite early on down the straight by Carlos Martin then.
Pascal Pollentz there challenging Riot Kilk for P15. Goes through as well. So, into the pits now come the leaders, Grankvist and Williams. Shimon Frelick goes through, Loic Mounier goes through. Now where's Matthew Williams? That's who I'm more interested in. As you can see, it's getting slippery now as Grankvist exits the pits. There is Williams, and Williams, he's ahead of Walk, but still behind Jan Grankvist. It's Mike Quinn. Is he going to catch a damp patch? Is he going to lose control? He goes over the curb, and there won't be any grip out there, and wallop into the wall he goes. And Tyne in the pits. And there he goes. Grankvist up the inside of Mounier, and he goes through into second position. And Grankvist has caught Frelick. He's within 0.4 of a second of him. We're watching the action. He's going to pass him on the straight. Jan Grankvist on the softer tyres with the DRS goes through and leads the race. Jarl Tyne up into 7th place. He can still bag a good result here.
It says Mounier up the inside back into second position past Simon Frelick.
This looks like a pretty straightforward move here. Matthew Williams does go to the inside. Frelick doesn't bother to move over to the left, and Williams does go through now.
Here comes Stevens, looking to get past Fletcher back into the top 12, but it's sort of damage limitation, isn't it, for THR? Williams using the DRS to inch closer. He's going to make a dive into 12. No, he thinks better of that, but Loic Mounier slides out, and up the inside goes Matthew Williams into second position, but Mounier pushes him wide, and he's going to try and hang around the outside into the final corner. Side by side they go. Frelick licks his lips in anticipation because he knows what might be coming here next as they go sideways into turn 1, and is Williams going to break up the inside, just about slots his way through into second position as they all squirm for traction.
And here's the move for second. Loic Mounier, oh, he's locked up, and he goes into the side of Williams, forces him off the line, and he does get the move. So Mounier does go through. Big twitch from Frelick behind. That was a little bit forceful, basically a touring car style move there from Loic Mounier. I don't think he intended to hit Williams, but whatever the case, Robin's racing sometimes, and through he goes. Now on the exit, Frelick tries to line them up. Wide goes Williams. Frelick might get third here. He does. Frelick goes through to third.
And now Frelick is going to have another go, this time at getting back into second position. He wants revenge on Loic Mounier. Mounier's not going to let him have it. He does a ring of death round the outside. Almost slides into him, does slide into someone. Frelick, and they're free wide at the final corner. That's never going to work. Williams holds his nerve round the outside of Simon Frelick. He goes back onto the podium then.
DRS open for Matthew Williams. Once again, lines up Loic Mounier, who he's nearly come together with a few times already. Round the outside, Mounier locks up. They do come together. They do tangle. And Shimon Frelick's up the inside. And through goes Williams. So Williams is second. Tom Stevens is getting back into the top 10 now, passing Hygo Poom. And there he goes up the inside. This is Stevens on Lalu. And he takes a look to the outside of turn 4. That's a bold one. Up the inside. Little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact, and he's on the outside again. Oh, don't spin around. And there's Williams on the last lap, round the outside of Loic Mounier, who fends him off. And Mounier's taken second there, and Jan Grankvist wins for the second time in a row. Great stuff for Jan Grankvist. Great stuff on the last lap. We're going to see a replay of it as he lines him up going down the straight. Dumps the push-to-pass. Will absolutely drain the battery. Goes to the outside, and he does it. Loic Mounier gets the move done, and they come together again. They came together on the last lap in Turkey. Jan Grankvist has made it 2 wins from 2. He wins here in Turkey. Then it's Loic Mounier second in his first podium finish. Great job from Loic there. Matthew Williams is third. Then it's Shimon Frelick, Tomasz Vok, Carlos Martin, and Jarl Tyne. Robin Panzer, Jakub Ekalalu, who passed Tom Stevens on the last lap as Jan Grankvist does some victory spins down the straight. Tom Stevens, of course, 10th position. He will lose that second place in the championship. Hygo Poom is P11. Then it's Sergio Fletcher from the very back of the grid. Good stuff from Sergio. Maciej Winnick is 13th. Then it's Dylan Fisher, Jeffrey Fournier, who will claim the last point.